Welcome to the RM video channel. This is Manchester on a Friday late afternoon in December 2021.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback.
Just going to do a short flight down to Gatwick with X-Plane 11.
Monarch 901 Papa, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
Descend 3,500, Monarch 901 Papa.
Also on Vatsim and flying.
Speed 712, are you ready for departure?
If I'm ready for departure, speed was 712.
Speed 712, Sphere Mike 1, surface wind 310 degrees, 9 knots, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23 right, speed was 712.
Monarch 901 Papa, turn left, heading 325.
Heading 325, Monarch 901 Papa.
We're flying my KLM 737-800 Zibo, which is my favourite. These X-Plane ground vehicles do behave in a quite peculiar way. We had ground on just now, but he's gone, so we're now on approach for Manchester radar. Quite overcast in places. I've already set up the route on the FMC using Navigraph and SimBrief. I've also lodged the flight plan with Vatsim and have set up most of my instrumentation.
Manchester radar, good day, Ryanair 225 with information.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Testing clearance to Glasgow.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So I've set the ILS nav
Manchester
for
Ryanair 2 Delta Fox on the block. Thank you for support. Bye bye.
Gatwick 26
Ryanair
left.
2 Delta Foxtrot, thanks. Brake brake, Monarch 901 Papa, left turn, heading 250 degrees, cleared ILS 23 right.
250 degrees, cleared ILS, runway 23 right, Monarch 901 Papa.
Speed 712, Squawk Mode Charlie.
Squawk Mode Charlie, speed was 712.
Ryanair 225, hello, cleared Glasgow, Pole Hill 5 Romeo departure, Squawk 767
Cleared Glasgow, Paul 5 Romeo departure, squawk 6 and 3 Ryanair 225.
We've got radar's frequency on here.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And we will have the Unicom frequency on standby. And I'll just put some 5 degrees of flaps on for takeoff. There we go. Taxi lights on. Right and left turns lights on. We've got runway settings, heading settings, takeoff, rotate speed 144. We welcome the passengers, seatbelt signs are on, set the chimes for the flight crew, lights are all on, ready for taxi KLM 446.
KLM 446 taxi holding point Papa 4 correction, taxi holding point Papa 2 via Romeo November Charlie Echo Delta Papa.
Holding point Papa 2 via Romeo November Charlie Echo Delta and Papa, KLM 446.
Monarch 901 Papa, the wind 310 degrees 9 knots, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 23 right, Monarch 901 Papa.
So we're being held at a holding point.
KLM 446, continue taxi to Mike 1, correction, continue from Papa 2 to Mike 1 by Kilo, Juliet and Mike.
Continue to Mike 1 via Kilo, Juliet and Mike, KLM 446. Alright, so we've now been cleared to go all the way to holding point Mike 1 for runway 23 right. I'm now quite used to this airport, having flown in and out many times, and also as air traffic control ground on Vatsim. My preference is to fly in the evening, sunset, or at night on X-Plane 11, as the visuals are very effective. I need to set the barometer to 994.
Mike 901 Papa, roger, turn right heading 350 degrees, climb to altitude 5,000 feet.
Down there.
Heading 350 degrees, climb to 5,000, Monarch 901 Papa.
I find the 737 Zibo very good to fly. I've also got the Magnite 787, which has a few more complications.
Golf Hotel Oscar Lima Mike, Manchester radar.
Manchester radar, Golf Hotel Oscar Lima Mike.
Golf Hotel Oscar Lima Mike, Manchester radar, hello. Your mode Charlie reads flight level 57, base of CAS above you is 5,500 feet. Descend to not above 2,400 feet on the QNH 1003.
Roger, QNH 1003 and descend below 2,500. Yeah, we accidentally left the vertical speed on and were looking at the other monitor. My apologies, Golf Oscar Mike.
Golf Lima Mike, roger.
Oh, QNH has now gone up to 1003. Oh, it's quite
Monarch 901 Papa, vectors ILS 23 right, number 1, when able, reason for go around.
ILS 23 right, and it's just unstable at the final part, a bit gusty.
Monarch 901 Papa, roger, turn right heading 040 degrees.
040 degrees, Monarch 901 Papa.
That was quite a change.
Manchester radar, good afternoon. Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha, A320 Neo with Victor at flight level 170.
Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha, Manchester radar, hello, squawk 3571.
3571, Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha.
I also have the Coronado Citation Cessna S550, which is very good to fly.
Ryanair 225 ready for push and start.
Ryanair 225, stand 4, push and start approved, face to the south.
Push and start approved, facing south, Ryanair 225.
Monarch 901 Papa, stop climb altitude 4,000 feet.
Stop climb 4,000, Monarch 901 Papa.
Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha, thank you. Routes to correction, expect radar vectors, ILS approach, runway 23 right, descend flight level 80.
Expect vectors for ILS 23 right and descend at flight level 80. Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha.
Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha, leave Pole Hill, heading 165.
Leave Pole Hill heading 165. Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha.
KLM 446 via Mike 1, surface wind 310 degrees 9 knots, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 23 right, KLM 446, thank you. Alright, I just need to set my strobe.
Monarch 901 Papa, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
3,500
C,
Monarch 901 Papa.
TARA, clock, auto throttle, full throttle. And stick slightly forwards, straighten up. Got a crosswind on takeoff.
$80 knots. B1, rotate.
Rotate.
Monarch 901 Papa, turn right heading 205, cleared ILS approach, runway 23 right.
Gear up.
Heading 205, cleared ILS 23 right, Monarch 901 Papa.
400.
AP on. And here we go.
1,000.
Around here. 1,000 feet, 1,500, coming up 2,000, flaps up.
KLM 446, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 190.
Passing altitude 3,000 feet and climb 190, KLM 446. Come down to 190 on the dial. Set, climb, speed up to 290, and we start climbing. The doesn't say on here. Doesn't say what the transition altitude is, but it'll be 6,000.
Spirit 8 Romeo Alpha, turn left now, heading 205. You've got approximately 28 track miles to run.
Turn left heading 205, Speedbird 8.
Turn the barometer up to
Spirit 8 Romeo Alpha, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 100 tree.
Descend to 5,000 feet and QNH 1003, Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha.
KLM 446, route direct to Kidley for the Kidley 1 Golf, arrival Gatwick.
Direct Kidley for the Kidley 1 Golf, arrival Gatwick, KLM 446. So route direct Kidley. Go down here to legs. There's Kidley. Execute.
Ryanair 225 is a taxi.
Ryanair 225, taxi holding point Mike 1, runway 23 right, via Lima, Papa, Kilo, Juliet and Mike.
Taxi runway 23 right via Lima, Papa, Kilo, Juliet and Mike, Ryanair 225.
Ryanair 225, holding point Mike 1 and all the rest correct.
Holding point Mike 1, Ryanair 225.
Spirit 8 Romeo Alpha, turn left by...
Just the bug.
Correction, turn left heading 190 degrees, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
Left 190, descend 3,500, Speedbird 8 Romeo Alpha.
KLM 446, Unicorn 122.8, bye bye.
Unicorn 122.8, thank you for your service. Have a good afternoon. Bye.
Monarch 901 Papa, surface wind 310 degrees 9 knots, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Change to Unicom. No other controllers. We'll now change our course headings for the landing on 260.
Papa Hotel Lima Echo X-ray, clear of the runway on Liverpool Airport, taxiing to the general aviation parking.
This bank angle seems to move. It's very easy to move it by mistake, so I put it back to the mid. Anyway, reasonably good takeoff. We have the sunset reflected off the fuselage. So we'll now turn off the logo and the wing lights. All those are off. Air conditioning, 19,000 feet altitude. All looks alright. Above 10,000 feet there will be ice. Switch those on. This is December.
1,000 to go.
Seatbelt signs off. Level off. There are our passengers. I must admit I do like the sound of that door closing. So we can have a look at where we are on the map. Just coming down to Lichfield. And using X-Pilot, which is the sibling of V-Pilot, but for X-Plane, we have at Gatwick, we have no London controllers. We have ground only at Gatwick, and we have an ATIS, which is uniform. QNH is 1003. Visibility 10 Ks, 3,500 foot cloud. And the frequency we need is 121.7, correction, 121.8. Which is very similar to the Unicom.
East Midlands traffic, Golf Oscar Tango November, citation CJ4 at Northern Maintenance, taxi into holding point Whiskey 1 runway 27, East Midlands.
Right, we have TCAS on here, so there's another aircraft there, which is about 30 something miles from me. And the next waypoint is Kidley, which is Kidlington near Oxford. And then we have the group of waypoints for coming into land at Gatwick. What we'll do now, the top of descent is before Kidley, so we will reduce our altitude setting to 3,000. As we want the autopilot to deal with that, as we do not have any air traffic control telling us what heights they require. So we have our course settings 260 for the ILS at Gatwick. We have our heading bug on our track. We have our altitude set for 3,000. We have 31 miles to run to Kidley, and we have our ILS frequencies set on 110.9. Another thing which I always forget to do is to adjust the cabin lighting. Put that on cruise now. So what we can do while we've got plenty of time, because it won't make any difference, is to put our auto brakes on level 2. I see now we have tower, so I can set that to 124.225. That's already on standby. We've now reached top of descent. So we have the aircraft starting to descend to 15,000 feet at Kidley. And it will then, in 45 miles, we will then start another descent. Been flying for 17 minutes. Before we get to the next waypoint, which will be mid, it starts to get a bit busy after that, so I will arm the air brakes. And according to Windy, it is raining. No, it's not raining. Well. Interesting. Not raining at Gatwick. The wind will be northwest 13 knots. And we're landing on 26 left. So at the moment we are flying down this route, Kidley 1G, down to Midhurst, and then to a holding point which we won't be using today, Holly and Willow, and then into Gatwick on 26 left with the ILS confirmed 110.9. We then land and come off Echo or Golf, Foxtrot or Golf, Foxtrot Romeo, Golf, Hotel or Juliet, and then go to stands, probably 5152, something like that, delete that one. So we're now coming down here. So we'll now reset the distance for the plot. So we've got 20 something miles to mid. The ATIS at Gatwick will be QNH 1003, letter U. We've got quite a nice sunset. And we're approaching the south coast. So as I said, I'm going to just arm the speed brake. Done. So I've got all my brakes set up well in advance. We now have descent from 15,000 feet. No other aircraft around, according to this. So now coming down to 11,000 feet and then gradually coming down to 4,000 at Willow. Although we will not need Willow, so we can go straight from Holly to May. Just the bug again. And once we come below 10,000 feet, we will put the seatbelt sign on, change the lighting, reduce our range again, check 2 Holly, so we can jump from Holly to Delta 114 Victor, or even Holly to May, I'd have thought. And we're running along the coastline. Seatbelt sign on. Logo on, wing light on. PA system descent. Yeah, so we'll go direct from Holly to May. We won't go into the holding pattern. So we're now coming over Brighton down here. Descending to 4,000 feet. So I'll change this. Don't know whether it will do this. Whoops. Do it. Oh, it will. Good. That's fine. Gatwick traffic, KLM 446 at Holly 6,000 feet altitude, and for May, then 26 left. So what I was doing there was broadcasting on Unicom 122.8 my intentions. This is a Vatsim only aspect, so that other aircraft know what we're doing when there's no air traffic control. Turning to May. So now effectively on a sort of downwind leg. When we get to May, we will have landing gear lights. Speed is dropping now to 20. Height is 5,000. Should be 4,000 by May. Set that by hand, and it will then trigger a VNAV when we switch it back on. So we do that. That was because I went direct to May. It mucked up the VNAV slightly. So we've got our air brakes on, we've got our speed brakes on, we've got our ILS course set, we've got our speed and height operating correctly. 220 for the speed, 4,000 for height. We now need to come down, change our barometer setting to 1003 down there. Now we're coming on to base leg, so I put my lights on, put them all on, and we can have gear down. Three greens. I'm then going to start a descent to 3,000 to intercept the ILS. move that out of the way a bit. In fact, I don't need that anymore. So we now have down here warning to prepare for landing. And I will also chimes for the flight crew to warn them. And of course we got low cloud. And I didn't put that on, so that's not very good.
1,000 to go.
Gatwick traffic, KLM 446 on base leg for ILS 26 left at 3,000 feet. Set our bug to 260. And in a minute we'll intercept the flight path. So now is the time to switch frequency. And we need to set the ground frequency as well, which is... he's not there, he's gone. So we want to put approach on. Intercept the glide path. Gatwick Tower, KLM 446 with you, ILS 26 left.
KLM 446, Gatwick Tower, hello, runway 26 left, subscription 300 degrees 10 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, thank you very much, KLM 446.
All stations, Gatwick broadcast current information now, Victor to the QNH 1004, Gatwick out. Set QNH 1004. We've intercepted the glide path. There is a bit of wind.
2,500.
So we are now cleared to land. Rocking a bit in this side wind. Warn the crew, prepare for landing on here. Reduce our speed to 160. Alright, 175. 170, that'll do. ILS is on. Auto throttle to come off at about 200 feet. Three miles to run. More flaps. I haven't put any on.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Perch altitude set.
For some reason I did not put flaps on. Now why did I not do that? Anyway, what we have to do as we come into land, we take the auto throttle off and the throttle levers off at the threshold. So auto throttle will come off around 200 feet. Nicely down on the glide path.
400.
go round is set at 3,000.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Whoops, that side wind got me a bit. We'll go off here.
80 knots.
Vacated, 26 left, KLM 446.
KLM 446, thank you, taxi right, 26 right, hold short Romeo.
Turn right, 26 right, hold short Romeo, KLM 446. Flaps up. Speed brakes off. And we're going to turn sharp right here. Onto the unused runway 26 right, which is 08 left going this way.
KLM 446, taxi stand 555, right 26 right, Romeo, Lima and Quebec Alpha.
Gatwick Tower, easy 570 with Papa, ready to check.
E570 to Papa Gatwick Tower, hello, Roberti 5.
Just coming up to Lima. And then we cross Quebec.
To Grenada with information, Victor on board at A319.
Quebec is off to the left.
E570 to Papa, clear destination, Lima Echo Golf Romeo via the Northmore 1 extra departure, squawk 7537.
Come up Quebec Alpha.
X-ray departure and squawk 753.
E570 to Papa, read back correct.
And we're looking for stand 555, which will be on the right.
Gatwick Tower, Papa Whiskey Alpha 2704 and stand 12, request push and stop.
Whiskey Alpha 2704, stand 12, push and stop, through face west.
So it's the next one.
Push and start approved, face west, Papa Whiskey Alpha 2704.
555, here we go. Right, we've arrived, stand 555, so put the brakes on. And we can switch the seatbelt signs off, logo off, wing off, strobe off, engines off, and lights off. And we need to, one thing I should have done, that's when I got below 10,000 feet, was to switch these off. Anti-ice. that shows the advantage of checklists. Anyway, so here we are. Not very busy at Gatwick at the moment. Ground had disconnected, so we had Tower guiding us in. So that was a good little flight. It's fine. Gatwick Tower on stand, disconnecting. Thank you for your service. Have a good evening. KLM 446. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this short video, please subscribe to the RM video channel, which is all one word, and make any comments as you think fit.
Good afternoon, Speedbird 263
Bye for now.
on approach ILS 26 left.